Hello, children of the night, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. Here we do shadow work following the moon, and we have our moon moving through Taurus. The ground, the earth is so frozen right now, isn't it, Taurus? It is so cold and so dry outside that the heat inside is burning up whatever remaining moisture is left in the comfortable air. It's just cooking up all of the water. We're very dry. And that's how it goes sometimes. That's this time of year. I'm feeling a little stuck, a little frozen, a little weighed down, a little heavy. Feel a little blacked out. I feel like we're not only blocking people out in the Seven of Wands energy, but I just feel like we're just getting blacked out. And we are supposed to close the doors this time of year. Again, you can't heat the whole neighborhood. All you can do is try to maintain the conditions inside. We can't worry about what's outside. Unless, of course, it comes to your door. Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. Pulling out like a storybook again. Like, my sentiment with this Ace of Pentacles again goes back to that frozen ground and the trapped thoughts of this Eight of Swords just kind of affirms the firmness of the earth. That you can't put that seed in the ground right now. We can't. It's too frozen solid. What are we gonna supposed to do with this? Right? What are we gonna supposed to do with this? We have this seed, but we can't get it in the ground. We're just, like I said, we're feeling stuck. We're closing off the doors. Things feel really weighted and heavy right now. We have to just be patient and let it come to us. The Star and the Hermit. We have to hold our own light. We have to worry about what is going on inside of ourselves. Like I said, this is all a part of it. This is a part of the cycle of nature, of life, of experience. We're going to go through hard times. Things are going to get cold. Things are going to get dry. But that doesn't mean that the world doesn't keep turning. It's in our laps. Cycles move. They progress. And it's all just a part of the journey. So relax. Pour your waters. Maintain your internal temperatures and conditions to the best of your own abilities. Figure out how to make yourself comfortable, because that cycle is moving. Even with the Five of Pentacles underneath it. Yeah, it's just cold. It's just cold. There's even the physical, there's even the physical representation right there. The wall, the building, the structure, the person outside. In the cold. But I want to pull the other side too, to let everybody know that whether you are inside or outside of the walls the circumstance, the situation, the way that everybody is feeling is this. One man's rain is another man's famine. One person's warmth and comfort can be just as cold and isolating as not having any warmth or comfort at all. And it's okay for us all to experience this. This is, again, it's all just a part of life and living. It's gonna feel like this sometimes. It's always, it's always darkest before the dawn. It always gets harder. Life only ever gets harder. The only difference is that we get stronger. We're able to hold more weight. We're able to carry more weight. We're able to keep moving and develop and build resilience, resistance, and internal strength, managing those internal weathers. This is the time. Worry about you. Speaking of, bath magic class is on Friday. Get into it, kids. Go look up go get into the Each One Teach Ones and get you a seat. They're $15 a pop. I think we're doing a twofer kind of deal. So if you bring in a friend, it's like $20 for the two of you or something cool like that. So hit up Dave Beyond, hit up Free Yourself, hit me up. Figure out how you can get in, grab a seat, because this is the perfect time for you to engage in a self-practice and embrace that practice of loving yourself, giving yourself the comfort in whatever weathers and conditions you are experiencing, and remembering that whether you're outside or inside, we're all in the same boat, we're all on the same ride, we're all living in the same world. Sometimes you're the only one looking out for you, and sometimes you're looking out for everybody else at the same time, and that's why it's important to remember to look out for you too, while also giving love to the others. One moment. And that's why it's so important to remember to give to yourself, to remember that the world isn't fair. It's not just. And a lot of times, you're going to feel like there's a winner and a loser. That was cool. That card straight up dropped. It was at the bottom of the deck, and I turned it, and I was like, yeah, I like that. We're gonna roll with this winner and loser kind of vibe. It dropped on out. We're gonna keep that chariot up on top as a motivator, as a driver, as an engine. It is the engine, because we're going places now. We're doing things. We're making the connections, right? Right? No, sometimes it's going to feel like there's a winner and a loser. Sometimes there's going to be more people depending on you than people who are giving and caring for you. You might not get back from others everything that you put in. And that's just the way it is, right? Like, that is just kind of a part of life and experience and existence. That's why it's important for you to remember to refill your own tank, to do something for yourself, to give yourself that moment, even if it is just a moment, even if it is just a breath that you can make happen for yourself that is truly cleansing, clearing, opening up, right? Getting that flow and allowing that energy to come back to you, to allow yourself to receive. Even if all of that magic is happening inside and you're just filling your own cup, it's important to do so, because there's never gonna not be somebody who needs something from you. And you're going to want to give them that. You're going to want to give them that in the right ways, in the best ways. But you can't put this seed in the ground. You can't give them that if you don't have it. So hold on to this seed. Let it do its process in the frost. A lot of seeds actually need the cold freeze time of winter to actually help that seed to be broken down in a way that allows that plant growing inside of it to break through. Sorry, I'm just running over all of the times that I've ever said this in my mind. We're just running, we're turning our wheels, we're making moves, and we're pulling in directions. I can feel those chains now. I don't know if I can get you the best. Is that there? You see the chains around that was broken off the wheels, wrapping around, kind of curling around that radio. I can feel the chains breaking now. We are breaking through. We are breaking ground. It's just we had to do that work inside before we could even interact with the outside. That's why the world is turned this way. So we're looking in. We don't need to be concerned as much with what it looks like outside or what it looks like from the outside looking in. We just gotta worry about what's going on in here and how we can regulate and balance that and bring it into a better practice, a better relationship with ourselves, a better sense of independence, security, and stability. And it doesn't matter what level of the journey you are on. Yeah, you can always show up for yourself better. No, shadow work is never done. Like I said, life never gets easier. It never gets easier. But you get stronger. And as long as you continue to participate and do the work that is asked of you, you will get stronger. So take that time, take this winter time to cultivate that energy and work on breaking through your own shell before you worry about breaking out. It's not time for flowers. Not yet. More. I do have more. I was like, I don't know. Do I? Can we keep going? Do we keep going here? The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles doth returned, and they speak that this is their actions. That not even a fucking joke. The King and Queen of Pentacles, those earth heroes with a 9 of Cups between them, both turned, both taking inventory of their own world and getting their own responsibilities in order, and there is blessings and magic happening because of this. We don't have to look at each other right now. Look at that, look at the bull. Look at that Taurus hanging out there. That's cool. That's cool. I'm cool with that. It's not fair. It's not fair that her castle, her temple, her tower, her land is all ruined, and needing to be built, and this king is just sitting over there with all that stuff. But they're doing their own work, and we're gonna take one more break to fill the cup of others that are actually in our kingdom, in our court, and doing those small practices is good. Bro, I even just, like, moved that file of the King and Queen of Pentacles over into their space, and is 222.9 megabytes. 222. It's balance. It's reciprocity. It's having and knowing, and just, it's preparation and getting ready, I guess. Getting those kingdoms in order. There might be something there in that. I was lamenting about the poor feminine over there who's just been fucking rocked and wrecked by the looks of this pillar. She's not sitting in her bounty. But at the same time, I think there is something in accepting that. Like I said, being okay with that. You know what I mean? Because accepting that you have nothing, that you get nothing, that you are nothing, ouch, rude. Accepting that is kind of freeing in a way, because it allows you to be ready to receive. You may not... Oh, that's weird. That is weird. No, because you may not ask for a handout. You may not ask for help until you're in a really hard place. Until you've gotten down to that last 5 pentacles, that might be when you ask for help. Which is weird, because, like, my whole, like, lesson is that if you ask for help, you can get smacked in the face. Like, literally, this was my whole personal fucking bullshit right here that I was talking about going through, and it's annoying at this point in time. Seriously, guys, for real. No, it was just kind of like, you know, all my life people have been telling me, like, why don't you ever ask for help? And they get, like, angry with me that I don't ask for help. But anytime I ever have asked for help, it's like, I don't get it. They don't get it. They don't know how to help. Or I get smacked in the face. Like, hard. How dare you? How dare you think you could ask for something and just get it? Sorry. So I think that's in there. The journey. It's a whole journey, honestly. It is. Because that is the battle. That is the war that is waged. At least speaking from that feminine perspective. You're just supposed to have it, but you don't get to ask for it. So you get locked in this. But even on the inside, even the kingdom of having it all, being right, being righteous, being on top, still feels the same. It does. It's not working together yet. But that's okay. They don't have to. They don't have to. It's part of it. You gotta get that kingdom ready. You gotta get those things sorted out and organized in your mind and your heart. And really, like, see and take in and understand that, yeah, a lot of life and experience, it feels like there's winners and losers. But at the end of the day, we're all running through the same cycles. We are all blocked out and in the cold sometimes. And that's good. It is good. Back into those pentacles. Again. We need this time. It is important for the growth and development of this seed to go through that hard frost. That's what's going to help break it down so that it can be made. And remember, I was talking about the boulders. I was talking about the boulders, and I'm like, I can feel like these boulders being pushed together, and we're going to break them down. And this is a part of that process, is breaking them down so that we can lay new foundations. It's winter. It's death. Nobody said it was going to be pretty, nice, fun, or even any level of awesome at all. It's all about your perspective. It's all about how you see this time. Remember that. You can walk out into the freezing cold and think, God, this is just terrible. It's so cold. It's so bitter. It's so dry. I don't like it. You can. But you can also walk out into the cold and see the sun shining, the prettiness of the frozen water. And you can appreciate the nature around you if you just allow yourself to change your perspective. And that comes from that internal work. That comes from allowing the perspective to come to you and not trying to force things into the ground when they don't need to be yet. Respecting the process and moving through it. It'll be time to go. Soon enough. The sun is already making its way back. The light isn't making its way back. There will be time. There will be love, there will be warmth. There will be comfort and connection. So keep working on that internal connection. Keep working on your process and distribution of water. Because now is the time to be conservative. There's only so many resources. All of the water around is freezing up. It's being cooked out of the air. It's precious. It's okay to hold and reserve. And take care of yourself first so that you can take care of others. It's all part of that movement. So let's go. Let's flow. Let's roll with it. Thanks, kids. That was excruciating. Have a fantastic Taurus moon. We'll see you next time. Just kidding. One more note on the flipping of that Five of Pentacles and my whole sidetracky lament there. Really, I think the idea and concept that I was getting at was that in the lowest of places and spaces, the people of the lowest character, you tend to find the most love, safety, and trust, because you can trust them to be of low moral character. You know, if they do something shady, like, you're not surprised by it because that's who they are, but they're also really, really loyal and like really protective and really caring because of these qualities. But when you go and look at what's going on in the light and you interact with people of higher vibration and, you know, spiritual ascension or whatever have you kind of thing, those are the people that surprise you. Those are the people that end up doing the most damage, actually, because you didn't expect it. You didn't see it coming. It kind of shocks you to experience something so, like, negative and dark from somebody who, like, appears to be so love and light, you know? And that's that's that the interconnected balance, I guess, that we all need to sort and figure out in there. Is just, yeah, maybe it is better to just be that, rather than trying to strive so hard for being that love and light creature that is just perfect and that perfect image, because it's all the more shocking when somebody gets a look behind that mask, right? You don't want to be an archetype. You don't want to be an archetype. We don't want to be angels, folks. Not really. Because it's a long way down when you fall if you go up so high. It's that grounding of the King and Queen of Pentacles, of the masculine and feminine, pulling their shit together, not being super high on themselves, not being super low on themselves, but just finding that space in between where they can both just be people. And this is internally and externally, so take it however it resonates. But that's the thing here. I just had to bring some Libra into that and make it balanced and not so chaotic, because that's the whole point, and that's what we're supposed to do, right? Right. Find that middle ground, folks. It's not all love and light all the time. It's about how you use it. You can be dark. It's all right. It's your intent and your purpose and what you are doing that is important, and it's all about how you get there. Going through that process, accepting the cycles of life and the flow of the universe. Go with the flow, folks. All right, I'm out of here for real. See you next time.